It's my privilege to introduce Mike Houston, the head coach of Lenoir-Rhyne. Mike Houston has been the head coach of Lenoir-Rhyne for 3 seasons. For those each of those 3 seasons, he has a conference championship to show for that, as well as being elected the South Atlantic Conference Coach of the Year. His record at Lenoir-Rhyne is 29-7 over those 3 years. He's taken Lenoir-Rhyne back to the first playoff appearance in Lenoir-Rhyne football of any playoff appearance in 50 years. So he's done a tremendous job there as well. Before becoming the head coach at Lenoir-Rhyne, Mike was the defensive coordinator there for a number of years, doing a fantastic job in kind of resurrecting the program at Lenoir-Rhyne. And before that, he served as the defensive coordinator for 1 season at Brevard College, his first college job. Before that, he was the head coach at T.C. Roberson in Asheville. At T.C. Roberson, he is the all-time winningest percentage coach in school history. Has done a tremendous job. He's married to his wife Amanda. They have 2 sons, Owen and Reed. He's done just a tremendous job at Lenoir-Rhyne, and I can tell you, as a fellow conference head coach in the South Atlantic Conference, there's really no better man, no better head football coach in our conference than Mike Houston. It's my honor and my privilege to introduce Mike Houston, head coach Lenoir-Rhyne.
Thanks, Joe. And the great thing about our league is we have a great collection of head coaches in our league, and Joe's a prime example of that. And you know, on the field we compete, and it's a tough league. But you know, off the field we have guys like Joe that I truly call a friend, that I trust, who have been so helpful. And Joe's been fantastic with the last 2 years being on the playoff committee. You know, and with us being in the playoffs the last 2 years, he's done a great job of helping us through that journey. So with that, I just want to say thank you for having us here in Florence, Alabama. Thank you, Mitch, and the Shoals Committee. You guys have been great hosts so far, and we are just honored to be here. Before I get going, I do also want to introduce the 2 players I brought with me. I brought redshirt junior quarterback Josh Justice and redshirt senior free safety Michael Green. So they will be available afterwards. But those 2 are great examples of what our team is built on and has been built on since we began the process years ago. You know, thinking back to how we got here, I really can't pin back into January. How we got here started in 2007 when we first got to Lenoir-Rhyne. That first year we were 2-9, and honestly we were an embarrassment to the institution. I think we gave up 35 points a game on defense, averaged about 7 points a game on offense, and we're absolutely non-competitive. We elected to basically start from scratch after that season. Head football coach Fred Goldsmith, who I came to Lenoir-Rhyne with, he and I had a long history. You know, we made the decision that we were going to recruit young men of character, young men who academically fit Lenoir-Rhyne as an institution. It's an outstanding academic institution, but we felt like we had to do those 2 things in order to build the program to become what we wanted it to become. And we started that process. It was a gradual journey at first, but the end result has been seen in the last couple of years. Whenever I took over in 2011, you know, I got up at my opening press conference and made the statement that our goal every year is to win the South Atlantic Conference Championship. And I feel like by doing that, you're a team that comes out of our league as the conference champion has an opportunity to do well in the national playoffs because of what it takes to win our league. It's a tough division filled with quality football coaches and quality programs. So we've been fortunate enough the last 3 years to win the league, and this year our roster has probably achieved as well as any team I've ever coached. I've been coaching for 20 years now at the high school and college level. I've had the opportunity to coach a lot of good football teams and a lot of teams that have achieved a lot of things. But this team this year probably has taken you know, the talent that God's blessed them with and achieved as much as any team I've ever seen. You know, we came into the season coming off of a 9-3 year last year in a second round appearance where we lost to Carson Newman in Jefferson City. We came in with a lot of expectations, top 20 ranking. We had a lot of guys back off that roster. We went out in our opener against Concord University and promptly put the ball on the ground 6 times and lost 18-10. So, it was a pretty big snafu coming out of the gate, and a lot of questions were thrown up in the air immediately. And the way our kids responded was they stuck to what they believe in. We have a group that believes in each other. They believe in us as coaches. We believe in them, and there's a trust and unity in our locker room and in our program that's unlike anything I've ever seen. But we went out the next day, got back to work, and them sticking to the task and believing in each other. We've been fortunate enough to not have a defeat since that day. So I'm very proud of what this team has achieved. I'm very proud of them on the field, the way they play. I'm even more proud of them off the field and the way they act. Our kids do a great job in the classroom. Our team GPA last year was over a 2.8, and we had a good fall semester. We could eventually eclipse that this year. But they're outstanding in the community around the Hickory area. Very involved in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and Campus Crusade. Josh is a leader with the FCA program there at Lenoir-Rhyne, and that has been something that's been a big impact on our university and on our program. So we're very blessed with the season that we've had, and we're excited about being down here in Florence, Alabama. I had a chance to meet Coach Wallace and the North Alabama coaching staff earlier in the playoffs, and what an outstanding representative of this area, first-class institution, and I don't know that there is a more quality head coach in the country right now than Bobby Wallace. He was great before the game and great after the game. But we're excited to be here in Florence and a chance to compete for the national championship, and really a fulfillment to the dreams of a group of alums that played back in the early 60s at Lenoir-Rhyne that won the NAIA national championship. And those guys they believed in me. Our athletic director, Neil McGahee, believed in me, and Dr. Wayne Powell believed in me. And, they are the guys that want to see Lenoir-Rhyne make it back to this stage. And so to be back here with a chance to compete on Saturday against an outstanding football team from Northwest Missouri State and an outstanding coaching staff there, we are very honored and excited about the opportunity. So thank you for having us.